G'day guys, welcome back to the channel for our Bournemouth save of episode number 4, our penultimate episode in the rebuild of Bournemouth. So let's dive straight into it. As you can see, I haven't played any league games yet. It's only the 7th of August, so I've yet to simulate this part of the season. But as it stands at the moment, things are looking okay. We'll go straight into it. We'll have a look at the finances side of things, because the overall balance is looking really good. Transfer budget, mental. But there is a reason for that. I'll show you the transfers on here because it's been very, very busy. We got given a lot of money by the board. Not through player sales, because as you can see, we sort of haven't made that much money. Only 30 million in total. A few loans, a couple of free transfers. Neto, our goalkeeper, he went on a free. Greenwood left for a cheap amount. Luke and Nets didn't play that many games, so he went to Saudi Arabia again, 4 million. Jashiri again didn't play that many games for us in the end, 7 million for him. Jaden Anthony didn't want to stick around because he spent last season on loan. I wasn't going to play him. So he left to Sunderland for just short of 9 million. And then Ryan Christie went out to the Middle East as well. He was 31. Fofana was way ahead of him, so he wasn't going to get played. And in the end, I didn't spend that much money on bringing players in of my own choice. These three here were my director of football. He decided to spend a little bit of money, but I brought in Brazilian wonder kid, who's meant to have a really good reputation on this game. Brought him in and he's been loaned straight out to Hanover for first team football, but overall potential ability really, really good. Mr. Estevao for 14.25 million. But I got my transfer business done pretty early, to say the least. So as you can see, these are the previous signings here. So everything up from there is... Why have I done that? Oh my word. Why are you doing that? Silly game. Either way, doesn't really matter. Tunde, free transfer. He's a director of football signing. Nothing to do with me. I wanted another left back in because Luke and Nets left. So, I knew he was going to leave, so I brought in Owen Windal, who everybody knows in the game. Really good left back, solid, and cheap price as well, 5.2 million. I wanted another centre back in, and I got Callum Doyle in because, and I'll show you this in a second, this was ridiculous. Brought him in. I think he's a really solid centre back. I bought him on FM24 for my Schalke save, and he was brilliant for Schalke for a couple of seasons before I had to sell him. So I took another punt on him, and I think overall, as a young English 22-year-old centre back, he's got bags of potential and could get even better. There was another one that got brought in, which was Paul Duran. Nothing to do with me. That was a director of football again. I wanted another right back because I believe Brandon Williams left. Yep, there he is, because on the dates here, yeah, because I had a few other sales. Brandon Williams, Philip Billing, Marco Senesi, they all went early as well before the game ticked over. So that brought in a little bit more money. So I brought in Brandon Soppy. Good right back, again, cheap. So good cover for Livramento. And then I bought another Man City player because they needed the money, and I'll show you why. Cole Palmer, good cover for Fofana. Very happy with that. Just a little caveat for this, I'm going to show you their transfers. 449 million they spent. The main reason for that, 85 million on Florian Wirtz, 246 million on Jude Bellingham. How are you supposed to compete with that? I know it's not real life and it's only a game, but it's kind of representative of what Man City are like. How on earth are you supposed to compete with that? 220 million for Bellingham. They even brought in Makoku and Lucas Sucic and Conrad Lime and Juan Foyt as well. I mean, I don't know. I don't know how you're supposed to compete with that. So yeah, anyway, our squad looking a little bit light, but that's because we've got no European competition this season, so I wanted to keep it a little bit smaller. It's still competitive and it should still do the trick for this season. So I'll simulate the season and we'll see where we end up at. Well, hopefully first league game at home against Man City, against £246 million Jude Bellingham. Yeah, I'm not looking forward to this one. I'll see you in a few seconds once it's been simulated. There we have it, guys. Ooh, check it out. It is the 18th of May, it is the end of the season, and we are in 6th. That's a good bounce back. I'm happy with that. Even Gyökeres back onto scoring form, 20 league goals this season. No complaints about that, that's for sure. Yeah, I'm happy with that. Back in Europa League spots. Perfect. 65 points. Yeah, that's good. If we look at previous season, what did we end up on? 56. So there's a bit of a reversal. Couple of fixtures that let us down. Draw and a loss to Newcastle and Arsenal, but it's Newcastle and Arsenal, so yeah. And then losing our final home game of the season 5-2 to Middlesbrough, which is horrible stuff. But overall, yeah, it actually says we qualify for the Conference League, but I think because of the 18th of May, it's only just the end of the season. The coefficient points haven't been sorted out because the Champions League final hasn't happened yet. And more than likely, this new coefficient system that I've noticed, I think the Premier League is always going to get that extra spot just because of the way the Premier League is. So we are always in real life, from next season, we are always going to have 5 teams in the Champions League, regardless, just the way the coefficiency points are working. So I think that'll be the same. So I think Liverpool will get that Champions League spot, we'll get the Europa League, and Spurs will get the Conference League spot, more than likely. Let's have a quick look at the competitions. Come on! Second round against Wickham is just... Ugh. Not happy with that. That's disgraceful to me. And I bet the board ain't happy with that either. And 4th round by Spurs, that's not even been played yet, so that's down to Man United and Brighton, which Man United win it, it'll give Brighton a spot in Europe as well. So we'll have a look at the squad. Let's have a look at the goals. 20 and 40 for Gyökeres, pretty decent. Ryder again, 12 goals, 9 assists. Clivert, Fofana, double figures again. Traore, not enough goals, but good amount of assists. That's alright. Cole Palmer, a lot off the bench. Okay. Drago's been playing a little bit. So, yeah, not too bad, but I still think it could have been better. Let's have a quick look at Grandbirch. 7 goals, 9 assists. Yeah, it's all just a bit... Okay, we'll qualify for Europe. That's great. I'm happy with that. So I'll leave it for that. That's the end of season 4. We've got 1 season left. I want to see us push on for a little bit of silverware again for our final season, as well as get a decent European run again, hopefully. So, got to improve the squad. Gonna have to make the squad bigger again to cope with the competitions, and we'll see where we go. So, thank you very much for watching again, guys. As always, it's very much appreciated. If you leave a like on the video, that'd be great. If you can subscribe to the channel, that'd be even better, to help push this channel even further. And I will see you guys in the next video. Ta-ra.